Halo, witam. Ja jestem Marcisław, wy jesteście z Broken Sword. Ostatnio było dość dawno, jeżeli dobrze pamiętam, dowiedzieliśmy się o nowych wykopaliskach, które są gdzieś tu na mapie, co nie? One tutaj są, tak? Side Baphomet. Cité de Baphomet. I to jest człowiek pracy, patrzcie. Jak się malowniczo malując ten cokolwiek to jest. Chyba że do tego opierania się tak się urąbał. Tak też mogło być.
Excuse me, could you help me?
What is it?
I've got a few questions. You're doing a fine job.
Merci. I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoke so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Merci. Vive l'indifférence.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean when you finish your break.
Oh, when I finish my break, an interesting concept, monsieur.
You'll probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider. Perhaps tomorrow too.
No jak to mówią, przerwa na papierosa, rzecz święta.
What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Templar?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Ne.
Okay, let me put things differently. What were you hired to do here?
I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris, and to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of paint. It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
So what do you know about the excavation?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to my union, but
You couldn't be bothered to join.
Right. Tell you what, though, I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation.
A?
What's unusual about the visitors to the excavation?
None of them look like archaeologists to me.
Do you know what an archaeologist looks like?
Three-piece suits, crocodile-eyed attaché cases, Rolex oyster.
But no archaeologist dresses like that.
Quite right, monsieur, quite right.
So, who are they?
Who cares as long as they pay me?
Have you seen this man before?
Yes, he asked me a lot of questions, just like you.
No, miło wiedzieć, że jeszcze żyje.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Yes, it's a communion chalice. I know, you know, I used to be an altar boy.
You?
Yes, me. What's so funny about that?
Nothing.
Poświęcenie. Dla roboty.
A greasy tissue. Don't get it too close to my cigarette, monsieur, or there'll be a conflagration.
I have some plaster of Paris.
Amazing.
Znaczy to od papierosa, co to tam może się wydarzyć? Jakby był gaz, byłoby gorzej.
I was pretty sure the shaken shock had shot its bolt in Syria. I've got a sewer key.
I used to work in the sewer.
Oh? What happened?
I had a cigarette break in a pocket of methane. A manhole cover landed on the other side of the Seine and I was sacked.
Has a guy calling himself Merlin been nosing around?
Was he wearing a t-shirt with "My name is Merlin" on it?
I doubt it.
Then how the hell am I supposed to know his name just by looking at him? Huh?
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okej. Wiadro jest, mogę do niego naszczać?
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Puh!
Jak on go w ogóle tam zawiesił? To nie wy... Jak ten kijok w ogóle tutaj? To jest przewieszone przez to barachło. Gdzieś tutaj pewnie się odczepia. Co mamy w śmieciach? Tam mi chyba wolno grzebać.
Hey you! Get away from my dumpster!
Okay.
Jezu, jaki gość.
Oh, darn. I'd left my grappling hook at home. No. Oh, no way could I get up there.
A shame. Policja! Zgaszę światło.
Do you mind if I use the phone?
Be my guest. I'm paid to guard this door. The phone can look after itself.
Hi, Nico?
Georges, what have you discovered?
Nothing yet.
Nothing. Is something wrong?
No.
Georges, why are you calling me?
Oh, no reason. I just wanted to hear your voice.
You did? Well, this is my voice saying, don't bother me, I'm busy.
Oh.
Nawet się nie pożegnał. W sumie to się czegoś dowiedzieliśmy o tych wykopaliskach.
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door's locked, monsieur.
To gdzie ja mam do wiadra tamtego gościa na górze?
I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks.
I could use a brick. W sumie to jest dwóch gości.
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there. I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial. I couldn't imagine...
Pogadajmy.
Hi? Excuse me?
Dużo opcji nie ma. Kibel. Otworzyć. Please.
I'd like to use the washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key.
Thanks. The door was locked.
Teraz magicznie nie będzie locked. Ua. Woda jest darmowa, czy co? Potat.
Oh boy! Dirty soap! How do they do that?
Nie używają mydła.
On the wall was
A
an
nie używają
automatic
wody.
hand dryer. The taps were rusty. Oh boy! The cold taps washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink.
Mamy
I
smak.
couldn't do that.
Ej.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do...
Mogę sobie... Po co miałbym odbijać klucz?
I couldn't do that.
Co ja to w ogóle robię?
I couldn't do that. On the wall was an automatic hand dryer. The taps were rusty. Oh boy! Oh boy!
Trzyma to mydło, jakbym miał z nim coś zrobić.
I didn't want to carry a bar of dirty soap around with me.
Może kiedy
And
indziej.
I didn't want any coal. The
Węgiel.
thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it. Being in a charming comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order. At least, it had been until I vandalized it. Still, it was all for a good cause. I didn't need to get near to tell the toilet needed cleaning.
Zatkaj.
The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it.
Dobra, wracamy pogadać jeszcze z nim dalej. Może coś muszę z niego
Hi
wyciągnąć?
again.
What is it?
So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it easy. I just didn't realize you were a guard. I'd like to know what you're guarding, please.
That's a secret.
It wouldn't happen to be an archaeological site, would it?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you.
Then why ask?
I had a feeling this was no normal hole in the ground. What do you know about the Knights Templar? There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said,
Nothing.
nothing at all?
Is this a test?
What, like a history pop test?
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
Co się dzieje?
The guard was being amazingly evasive. It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him. This gadget is a sewer key.
So it is.
Nie to chciałem kliknąć.
Have you seen this man before? You have.
No.
I thought better of showing him the chalice. He might be on the conspiracy's payroll, and I didn't want to risk it.
Oui. You have...
A sudden urge to sing. Care to join me?
No, no singing in here.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Dobra, to... Wrócę do
The
łazienki.
door was locked. Oh boy, dirty soap. How do they do that?
Mam to mydło.
Perhaps I could make a copy of the key.
Tylko z gipsu zrobić klucz
The
to
key had
nie
made a
jest.
clear imprint in the soap. The bar of soap had the imprint of a key in it. I knew keeping that plaster was a good idea.
Że się złamie, jak będziemy przekręcać.
With the plaster and the imprint, I was on the right lines. I had filled the key's imprint in the soap with dry plaster. You can't make a cast without wetting the plaster. But wet plaster alone does not make a cast. I used the dryer to speed up the process. Well, it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key, way too fragile to use in a lock. I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful with it. Maybe I could improve the key as well.
Artful. Nie, musimy coś żółtego. Żółtą farbę. Za góry.
Monsieur, don't go with my keys.
Dobra, weź je.
Hi again.
What is it?
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
O Jezu, jak on złamie ten
Talk to you
klucz,
later.
jak je podmienię. Ale on będzie mieć zawał na miejscu. Trzeba tego gościa jakoś wypłoszyć.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
I made this key out of plaster.
A shredding? How clever! How pointless.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Nie pozwoli mi zamoczyć, co nie?
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Pah!
Tu nigdzie nic nie ma, co nie? Tu, tam. Jest trochę rzeczy tutaj. Ten termostat, czy co to
I
jest?
couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial. The doorway was full of assorted old tea chests, cardboard boxes, and so on, all empty and all uninteresting. The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there. I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks.
Może coś mogę mu jeszcze
Hi again.
pokazać?
I got this plaster from Ireland.
Not an exciting souvenir.
That is not a good idea. Do you recognize this name?
Merlin. Non?
Maybe not. Look, a tissue stained with grease paint.
Ah, just what I've always wanted. If you give me that, you can enter through the door.
Really?
Of course not. What would I want with an old tissue?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Dobra, jest telefon. Tylko co nam tu daje?
Killer!
Hello, Nico. It's me.
Hi, George. What's happening?
I'm at the excavation, but they won't let me in.
Damn! We need to know what's in there.
Don't worry. I've got a scheme. I'm going to need your help, though.
Okay,
On tu obok
what do you want me
stoi.
to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him.
W taki sposób.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
You've got a phone call.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? She must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers and his ass hanging out of his pants.
Certainly sounds like me. Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her hunk.
Okej.
The plaster key had soaked up the paint nicely and now looked pretty convincing. Still felt like plaster, though.
Czy on czasem nie miał być żółty? Może jeszcze pomalujemy sobie... Okej. A, mogę pomieszać w śmieciach.
A well-used wheelbarrow was sitting by the rubble-filled dumpster. A well-used wheel... There was a dumpster full of debris. From the excavation, I guessed. Oh, darn. I'd left my grappling hook at home. No way could I get up.
Dobra, nic tu więcej nie zrobię najwyraźniej.
What would I need a whole pot of paint for?
A po co nam były, nie wiem, gips na tyle dużo, żeby zrobić 2 odlewy i jeszcze starczy? Ile go jest? Chusteczka z tym. Smarem malarskim? Smarem kosmetycznym. Nawet nie wiem, czy takie słowo istnieje. Nieważne. Na co nam była łyżka? To chyba nie jest łyżka. Klucz do studzienek. Łyżka to jest do opon.
Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me, and then suddenly, nothing but abuse.
Really?
What? Abuse? Ah well, I have a cigarette to finish. And monsieur, if she calls again, I am not available.
Nie użyję znowu tego samego żartu co ostatnio. Głównie dlatego, że jak to zrobiłem, musiałem zniknąć na miesiąc.
Hi again.
What is it?
Poproszę o klucz do kibla.
I need to use the toilet again.
Again? Already?
I have this problem.
Mam niedrożne jelita.
How technical do you want me to get?
Never mind. Here's the key.
The door was locked.
Chłop zapomina, że ma klucz w kieszeni. Głupi głupek. Mogę to podmienić, czy muszę go wysuszyć?
Now, I'd substituted the fake key for the excavation key. It looked okay, but felt false.
Co mi to daje?
Hi again.
What is it?
I couldn't give him the keys. The false key looked pretty convincing, but it felt exactly like what it was. Painted plaster. He was bound to detect it. Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
A, muszę kliknąć.
The door was locked.
A. E. To jest prawdziwy
It was the
klucz.
key to the excavation.
Aha. Ja nie ten podmieniłem.
I didn't need to use the soap again.
Ale mogę użyć suszarki? Nie? To ja nie mam pojęcia, co mam zrobić. Usmyrać go w węglu?
Maybe not. I didn't...
Spłuczę go w kiblu.
The thing... I figured I'd best not bother Nico again until I'd got a good reason.
Okej.
I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved. The doorway led to an old... There was nothing interesting.
Hey! Monsieur, don't go with my keys.
Weźmie klucz?
Hi again.
What is...
Nie weźmie.
I couldn't give him the keys. The false key looked pretty convincing, but it felt exactly like what it was. Painted plaster. He was bound. After the amount of trouble I'd been through to get that key, I wasn't about to share with the guard how clever I'd been. Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Chwila. A, są dwa guziki.
A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall. Hi again.
What is it?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
To tyle?
I turned the heating off. As I'd hoped, the guard put his gloves on.
I teraz mogę mu oddać klucze?
Hi again.
What?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution. Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Co, teraz mogę zadzwonić do Niko, żeby go... No, tutaj nie ma innych opcji. Z jednej strony to jest cool, z drugiej strony nadal nie rozumiem, co się dzieje czasami.
Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
Wolę
What did you say
mniejszy
to the
obszar.
painter?
I shan't repeat it, Josh.
Look,
Przygodówki
I
nie
need to get
potrzebują
the
open
guard
worlda.
out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Na środku chodnika. Nie rzucając się w oczy.
Hey, you! It's the phone.
Yeah, who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
But don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I have a highly responsible job. Pah, don't pah me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Meaning what?
Instead of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you. All epaulettes and no brains.
Why, you...
This looked set to carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Dwóch ludzi pracy się zebrało. Aż warto posłuchać, ale wiecie co? Ile mamy czasu? 27 minut. A wejdźmy jeszcze do środka.
I couldn't see anything useful to do with the planks.
I wiecie co? I niżej tutaj idziemy już w kolejnym odcinku, bo kończy nam się troszeczkę gra. Jak tak patrzę tutaj na podpowiedzi, to zostają nam dwie lokacje jeszcze, które są dość krótkie. A więc dokończymy wykopaliska i ruszymy dalej w kolejnym odcinku, który będzie jednym z ostatnich. Więc mam nadzieję, że wam się podobało. Zostawcie lajka, jeżeli tak. I udanego Spooktobera. Z Bogiem.